From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Show. Say hello to my co-host Stanford studio audience. And of course, the virtuals at home. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. The weekend is here and I'm feeling the heat. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. Okay, so here's the deal, other Jacksons. You have not earned the right to speak on behalf of Janet, at least from an outsider's standpoint. So here they go. Janet's brothers are speaking out about the 2004 Super Bowl with Justin Timberlake Nipplegate. So Janet hasn't responded since Justin apologized back in February. And Tito and Jackie and Marlon felt it was necessary to be on Andy Cohen, which that's good for on his serious show, you know, on the radio. But that's good for Andy because people like me and Andy, that's what we do. You know, we try to see who wants to come on. That's what we do. But on behalf of Janet, the brothers accept Justin's apology. Take a look.
First of all, I just want to thank Justin Timberlake and appreciate his appreciation. You know, it takes a man to step up and do that. So we do thank him for doing that.
It kind of hurt Janet, you know, in the past. And she, for him to step up and say that, you know, is nice.
It means a lot.
It means a whole lot.
Yeah.
Now, I might know my alleged sister better than I know you all at this particular point. Like, I don't even, what is their relationship? But Norman says that no matter what they do, he's there for it. He cares about all the Jacksons equally.
All of them.
He said Rebe could be performing in the subway and he'd be there for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But my immediate reaction is, don't speak for me. You know when you have siblings that speak for you? Don't speak for Janet. Janet, you don't have to speak to this. No one's thinking about Justin Timberlake. Just get out there and do the electric boogie, Janet. Just, you know, shut them all down. And do not do a project, please, where your brothers are part of it. Because as you can see, they care more about talking to the media than you do. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway. This Scott Disick can't leave it alone. And I don't blame him. It's reduced to this now. Scott and Kourtney Kardashian are barely speaking because he can't deal with the idea that she's in love with Travis Barker. And he got I love you put on his forearm in a tattoo, you know, but mixed in with everything. First of all, it doesn't say I love you, Kourtney. It just says I love you. So that's very random. Second of all, Scott, if you just hang in there, you and Kourtney will get together in a marital type of way in years to come. I'm convinced. Like, I think he was a total opportunist when he got with her to begin with. You know, this wealthy family, even though they weren't on TV yet, you saw it was about to happen. You know, they have all these siblings and the mom and dad and everyone's scrambling around the house. And now, because Scott's parents have passed away and he was only child, they're the only family he knows. I think he grew into loving them as opposed to just entering the family loving everyone to begin with, you know?
Yep.
And now I could definitely see where Scott's probably like, if she runs off with Travis for real, because they're age appropriate, they have their kids, there's no more kids coming in the fray, they've both been married before, or whatever before, and they're having a good time. But Scott, just give it a moment, and you have some growing up to do. You know, you got your residence in Miami and your 18-year-old girlfriend by Lisa Rinna. All right, so when you think about what you... I feel bad for both of them, though.
These two?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because Rinna doesn't have to do that with an old man with 3 kids. And he doesn't have to do it either. Like, find somebody more age appropriate and go ahead and set the stage for love or something. In the meantime, Travis's ex, Shanna Moakler, spoke to People. And she has no ill will towards Kourtney. She said that it hasn't stopped her and her boyfriend from having fun themselves. And by the way, they are throwing a little shade. Shayna's got a boyfriend. All right, hit it. Take a look.
I think some of the PDA that he's doing with her is weird because it was the movie True Romance that I feel like they've been bonding over. It was the theme of our wedding. Our daughter's named after the character in the movie. Flying banners overhead like we did on Meet the Barkers. I think stuff like that is, I'm not hurt by it. I just think it's weird. Ironic. My only issue with this whole sort of craziness that's been going on is her fan base. You know, her fan base has been really disgusting and to both of us, and really almost to the point of being bullied.
I could see that. People get caught up. I could see not Kourtney and Travis being a part of that, but just the fan base being a part of it. In the meantime, who was that man that who's that man?
That's her boyfriend, and they're kind of on again, off again. I think maybe he's a model type person.
Aren't they all?
Right.
Okay. Well, something to get over him. I don't care. Okay, this I do care about. Over in Jersey. Back in 2017, do you remember when that Real Housewives of Jersey star, Dina Manzo, and her current husband, do you remember somebody broke into the house and they zip tied them? And they even beat her up, like in the face, like she was lumped up. And he was lumped up. And they weren't expecting it.
Mm-hmm. And they hit him in the head with a bat.
Right, hit him in the head with a bat.
Bludgeoned him, mm-hmm.
Bludgeoned him.
Mm-hmm. Stole the engagement ring.
Right, her engagement ring, and $500.
$500.
$500. Sounds like a reasonable haul. Well, it turns out Dina's ex-husband, Thomas, was involved with the robbery. Now, Thomas happens to be the brother of Caroline Manzo's husband. Okay, so these two are brothers. And by the way, these two are sisters. So this is an intertwination of a situation. Look, older brother's like, yeah, we did it, and what? In the meantime, if you ask enough questions around here, you get to the bottom of how we are somehow involved with everything. All right, but first, now Thomas is indicted for assault, battery, and stalking. Look at the husband, though. I don't know. Who'd you rather? I don't know. They're both... They say that he's obsessed with her, though, this Thomas. Well, it turns out Thomas is in partnership with his brother at the Brownstone, the place over in Jersey, where they say about the Brownstone, first you book the Brownstone, and then you find your future husband. Yeah, that's how it goes in Jersey. Yeah, it's a good business, you know, catering hall, weddings and stuff. And it turns out that our very own Joelle, her wedding planner was Thomas. Joelle lives in Jersey. Joelle's family's from New Jersey. Joelle's been married since forever. She's got kids and the whole bit. She's still. How long ago was that?
2007.
2007. Was he nice?
The best. They were the best. They were the best.
Yeah.
They do it right. No complaints.
No. Or else. Well, Thomas, that's a really horrible thing that you did, and you might be obsessed with her, but it seems to me that you're nice enough looking, and once you get out of jail, you still have enough good-looking years. And girls in Jersey find a track record interesting, like if you've been in prison. Not for killing, but, you know, a little something, something. You know. But if I were if I were Danielle's husband, I would definitely feel, or Dina's husband, I'd feel the need to step it up as the man of the house. Like, you got a bat? Okay, now I need 3 bats and a gat. Or something. I need something. You will never play me like this again. Right, Saswan?
Don't play with me or my family. Bats and gats.
Bats and gats. Okay, so now there's another intruder that we're speaking of. An intruder posed as a security guard and scaled the gate at Ben Affleck's house. And now here he comes back out. Now, mind you, he's been in there for goodness only knows how long with the fake security ensemble, right? He's not even rushing. This footage was captured by the paparazzi who are just innocently outside, earning their keep, waiting to catch a picture of Ben and Jennifer Lopez or whoever Ben's gonna be with. This guy comes out of nowhere. They're like, hey, how do you get over there? It looks like Ben was right there at the street, too. Like he's hiding with all the bushes, but he's not. The thing is that he likes companionship. By the way, the middle-aged fake security guard, he looked middle-aged to me. You know, he probably had to ice his knees after that drop. But look, he fled on a bicycle. Now, I don't know what kind of bike, but in my mind, it's one of those big gin and juice.
With the strings hanging from
Right. And my thing is, you know, Ben, if you were just nicer to the paparazzi, just wave them off or whatever. Like, when you come out of the house, just wave and get in your car and go on about your business. Why? Just yesterday. All I'm doing is minding my own, well. I'm leaving, I've got on my boxing robe, I'm ready to fight the world. I've got my Bevelations bag, you know, full of, you know, stuff. My son's Mother's Day gift, but I felt in a better mood, so instead of just walking, I said hi, and then he clicked with one hand, he said hi, and then that was it.
Yeah. Paparazzi, they're people too.
What?
Right. Exactly. What?
Say it again.
Paparazzi, they're people too.
So Seth Rogan co-starred in one of my favorite movies of all time. That one with Charlize Theron where she played She Wants to Be the President.
The last shot, I think it was called. The long shot.
Long shot. In the meantime, I'm not, like, he changes his look a lot, so I'm not that familiar with Seth Rogan, but he was really good in this movie, and he got shut down by Beyonce's security team at the 2011 Grammys. he's talking to E. He's talking to the Daily Pop is on E, and he just, tells the story. And here's what he says.
I was at the Grammys and I saw Beyonce with Gwyneth Paltrow, actually, and they were together. And I charged over, instinct took over, and I was like, I gotta go say hi. And I was hit so hard by her security guard that I spilled a drink. I spilled it all over myself. And then a second later, someone came up to me and was like, you now have to present a Grammy. And I was covered in a screwdriver and I was humiliated. And I didn't get to meet Beyonce.
Well, the thing is that you can't charge. You can't charge. Like, even backstage at very important things. Like, Beyonce's over here like, I don't know who this fool is. Handler, hold my hand tight, please. Squeeze it 3 times if he's about to break full so I can run the other way.
I think that's Gwyneth.
Oh, that's Gwyneth.
Uh-huh.
Same thing.
Right.
Security. It shouldn't have to be a physical thing, though. The paparazzi, the people asking the questions are doing their job, and even Gwyneth is, I guess, doing her job as security until Jay-Z comes around. Then she gets all distracted. Okay, you look over there if you want. That's okay, because that was this is back in 2011.
2011.
Yeah, Beyonce's smartened up a whole lot about Gwyneth by now, I'm sure. Not uh-oh. Anyway, you just can't charge people, that's all. And by the way, you can expect the killers and the crazies to be anywhere these days, even at a very important thing. It's very important that you never use the bathroom, always have your bag in your hand, and always have the car running outside. That way, you can make your final escape and leave all your friends. Because at that point, it becomes every man for himself. So there's this LA news reporter that didn't realize that she was hanging with Mr. Cooper. Oh, she's a young girl. She had no idea who Mark Carey is, but of course we know him from hanging with Mr. Cooper and Holly.
Showtime at the Apollo.
Showtime at the Apollo.
Uh-huh.
Like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah. We had a date several years ago, anyway. I've told you this.
No, I've never heard this story.
Okay. Nothing happened, but it was a date nevertheless. We went. He needed computers. And I showed him where Sam Goody was, and then he says, "Why don't you come with me?" And I said, "Okay." Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then we went out to eat, and people knew who he was. But then when I talked, people knew who I was from the radio. Mm-hmm. Hi, Mark. Anyway, very nice man. Nothing ever happened. It was just, but I call it a date because everything is a date. When you're out with a man, you're dating.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Mark Carey was featured in a news piece on gasoline prices in Los Angeles. Now, he's randomly at the gas station, and he's just talking. Take a look.
I don't look at gas prices because I think it's ridiculous. What can you do?
If you're like this LA driver, you have to fill up to get around, and there's no avoiding this recent trend. For LA drivers, seeing the price tag at the pump climb,
that absolutely bothers me.
Mixed reaction.
It's something that we shouldn't worry about because people worry, if 3 cents there, then I'm going to drive down 4 miles to save $4. It doesn't make sense.
The funny thing is that the newscaster didn't realize who he was. Take a look at what she says.
Now, I want to point out, I've been getting a few messages on Twitter. Those interviews with the people at the gas station, they're what in news we call man on the street interviews. Well, that last one just happened to be with the star of the 90s sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper. So, yes, to people that have asked on Twitter, that is him, only in LA.
It's very funny. And by the way, the gas prices, you know, what's going on over there with that gas valve?
The pipeline?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. I think it's fixed now, but yeah, it was hacked and
I haven't heard it's fixed.
Big problem for everybody from multiple states across the country.
So now, between not wanting to go to the airport for your summer vacation, so now you think you're getting your truck or car or whatever. Now you're gonna have to pay a lot of money for gas. It's, you know, they gouge us wherever they can. That's why it's up to us to just take care of ourselves and our families, and then figure out the rest outside of here. But I'm glad I don't drive anymore.
Right.
I'm glad.